I'm Sam.
And I'm Robin. And welcome to the Robin's Nest.
It's the Rosenthals. Is that good?
Yeah, I think that was good.
I thought
Okay,
it was great.
I like it.
I like
All right,
it.
Cool. Can we get it? Can we spill some tea? Because
Let's spill the tea.
I have some good tea for you guys.
Now, Sam, you've been saying you've been saving up all week for this.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to need it.
Yeah, so spill
It better be good.
It better be really good.
So I think this is funny. You're going to go, but
That is a good imitation.
I'm in this South Philly Facebook group, right? That's where it's the same Facebook
You
group.
shouldn't be in that group.
What?
Why?
I don't know.
It
Doesn't sound good.
Well, it's fine. It's the same group that had the man eating the rotisserie chicken behind the Walmart on the pier every day for 40 days.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I knew about that before it was a thing.
It's a sandwich group, right? Isn't it like everybody posts like their favorite sandwiches and stuff?
That's a different group.
How many groups are you in?
A bunch.
Well, we're learning things.
Yes.
But this week a woman posted, like, I lost something in this parking lot and somebody took it, and she wouldn't say what it was. And somebody took it, and I have you on camera taking it, and I have your license plate, and please return it.
Is it her virginity?
And we're like, everyone's in the comments like, what is she talking about? Why wouldn't she say what it is? Well, it turns out she lost a gun. She lost her gun in the parking lot.
This is why I'm saying you don't need to be in the South Philly group.
I knew you'd go blah, 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 blah. But, so all week people have been posting, because this lady's name is Angie, people have been posting, has anyone seen Angie's gun? Or they've been posting like a picture of a gun on the street. Like, I found Angie's gun. Like, everyone's just been messing around with this like all week. It's been great.
So who has Angie's gun?
Did Angie find the gun?
We don't know.
Angie, get your gun.
And any word from Angie at all? Someone used the gun.
Haven't, not that
On
I've
Angie.
seen.
On Angie.
That's some tea.
That's some
Yeah.
tea.
It's pretty funny.
That's some tea.
Now, my tea from the week is a confession I have. That happened a while ago.
Do we want to know?
You guys were there. I think you'll find it funny.
Oh.
So, back when Mom had just gotten her new car, we went and picked you up from your friend's house, who we hadn't seen in a while, and he came outside,
Yeah.
and he was looking at the new car, and right before we went and picked you up, I farted the, like, stinkiest fart I've had maybe in years. Like, one of those ones.
But I didn't smell it. I had my mask on.
Yeah. And
It was so funny.
he sticks his head in the car.
All the way.
All the way, and goes, I love the smell of new car. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God.
He loved it.
He breathed in every single particle of fart that I had let out.
And loved
And
it.
loved it.
Well,
Thought
remember,
it smelled like a new car. Those are the kind of friends you have.
it's true.
Stupid.
It's true. Well, remember too, I got in the car and you were like, I just farted so big, like, I hope he doesn't like, and then you like roll down your window cautiously and
Yes.
he just...
I love the smell of new car. So now, what else is he up to that he loves the smells of my farts?
Ooh.
And that's my tea.
Okay, well, my tea...
How you gonna piggyback off farts?
Well, my tea is pretty universal. It's right out of the news. So...
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So I love the news. My tea is about Prince Harry
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and his dad, who is now King Charles. When Prince Harry was a little boy, King Charles, who was only Prince Charles at that time, would say to him, I'm really not your real father because look at your red hair. And Princess Diana had an affair with her polo teacher who did have red hair. But she had that affair before...
And the Spencers have red hair in their...
Right. But she had
Who are the Spencers?
that's Princess Diana's family. She had that affair with that fellow after Prince Harry was born. There is no way that Prince Harry is not King Charles' son. And the reason I wanted to spill this tea, if you didn't see it on the news, is because a lot of fathers do that to their children. And it makes these kids have tons of problems growing up. as my sister because my dad claimed that he was not my sister's father.
Oh, now we're spilling the tea on your sister.
This is the tea on my sister, my father, my family. That my dad wanted to deny my sister because, and this is the same with Prince Charles, they're sleeping with a girlfriend. And they tell the girlfriend, I don't sleep with my wife. I don't know where that baby came from.
Do you know what this is? This is the Maury Show.
No,
This is Maury.
This is true life, my story. I'm spilling the tea.
Well,
that Prince Harry's not the only kid.
Prince Harry, we should get on Maury, but the father. And say, you are not the father.
So then do you think Shirley's out there thinking like, well, Janice isn't really...
I don't know what
Don's
Shirley
daughter.
believes because Janice looks exactly like Aunt Mary.
This is deep.
Exactly. So that is one reason that my sister is dead to me. Because she blames me. And this isn't my fault. This is our father's fault.
Really just
There's
getting it
the
all
tea.
out there.
Getting in those daddy issues real
Getting
early.
those daddy's issues.
Cheers.
And that's the tea.
And that's the tea.
Oh my gosh. You really went for it, Mom.
Well,
You said first episode of fuck it, I'm just going to dive right in.
don't say that F word. No. Prince
Don't say
Harry,
the fuck word.
all this came to light with Prince Harry's book this week.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
watching his interviews and finding this out. And I'm going to read his book because it's the best-selling nonfiction book of all time.
Is it really?
Yes. In only a week.
Wow.
Have you heard some of the audio clips of it?
Yes, and I can't wait to hear the whole thing.
Have you?
Have you?
Oh, yeah. He talks about putting Elizabeth Arden cream on his penis.
I don't know what
hear
that is.
The
that.
audio clip I just keep hearing
Wait,
is...
I don't know what that is.
And my penis was oscillating. Like, he does this in the audiobook.
Why would he use Elizabeth Arden?
I don't know.
That's a makeup people who don't
Yeah.
know like
It's just a
Sam.
brand.
Yeah, it's a
not-
makeup
It's a
brand.
very famous old school brand.
And he put it on the tip of his penis, and then his penis was oscillating.
Well, I'm going to get that audio book, so I'll be able to let you know if that's true.
It
Yeah,
is.
let us know. Keep
I
us
will.
updated.
I will, because I listen to audiobook, as we all know. That's the tea.
Are you ready to see all of your Hinge notifications that have been coming through all week?
Yes! Yes! Here it is.
All right, because it's time for my favorite segment, Mom. Date our mom!
I'm excited.
I love the cat.
Alex.
I
Yes.
love the cat.
I like the cat too.
To find the love of my life and spend the rest of our lives making each other happy. Well, he looks like he already found it.
That's a pretty good
The cat.
The cat.
How far is your setting?
The world, I think. I don't know.
goal. Okay.
I don't
The
know. Maybe
world?
no. No, I don't know. I do not know. Okay, keep going.
Ah!
Oh. Okay.
All right, should we vote?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
He's down.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry,
Say that,
Alex.
Sorry. Did he message me?
He liked you.
But wait. There was another cat pic.
There was, but the religious thing.
It could have brought it back.
The religious
The
thing.
religious thing.
It's a no.
Was this another Alex?
This is Alexis.
This is Alexis.
Uh-oh.
How old do you think Alexis is?
Okay, well, he works out.
Yeah, look how tight his... do you think this is his shirt? Or do you think he borrowed this shirt?
I don't know. Did he message me?
He liked you.
He's got boobies, Mom. Man boobies.
Look at
I
those
know. I'm not into that.
arms.
I'm not into that. Okay, keep going. Keep going. His shirt's a little tight.
Now, do you think he wears tight shirts on purpose so he can show
Yes.
off his physique?
Definitely.
He likes meaningful conversations.
Okay. My greatest strength. I'm a good listener and like to partake in meaningful conversations.
Okay, guys.
Well, that's good.
He lives in New Jersey, so that's good.
I am going to go on a limb and say
Creepy.
that he's a bot.
I agree.
Oh, it could be a bot.
Could be a bot.
Okay, and his head is a little small for his body. I hate to judge, but AI could make that mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish
Let's-
off his profile.
Yeah, let's go ahead and...
Oh, it's the same pose!
I know. I just love it that I attract these bots.
Well, he knows how to change his shirt,
Look
though,
at that!
so that's...
It's the same exact face, just different
Bodies.
shirts.
Okay, Emma. I vote down.
Well, we haven't voted yet.
Oh,
What's
okay.
his last picture?
The same as the
same-
first!
Okay, let's vote.
All right,
clue.
1, 2, 3.
No bot, darling. No bot.
And he liked your first photo.
Well, yeah, who doesn't? I mean, it's a great photo with no touch-ups on that photo. I'm just going to say it. That you had to pay extra for touch-ups. And I looked and said, I don't need a touch-up.
You looked in the mirror and you said,
No, I looked at the picture
touch-up.
and said, I don't need a touch-up.
Purple. His
That's-
name is
His name is Purple?
His name is Purple.
He's a bot. Again, they don't know what real names are.
Okay. Wait, what sport is that?
Well, it is baseball, but he's wearing an ice hockey hat. So he's wearing a Blackhawks hat, but it appears that he is at a baseball game. Oh, he drives a truck. I know you love. And he's got a cowboy hat.
Oh, he showed the dogs. I think they just find these dogs.
They know.
I don't think it's really his
They
dog.
know. If you have a dog in your profile, you're much more likely to get swiped. There he is on January 6th.
Oh my God.
Chicago though, he could be from Chicago. It looks like he's a Cubs fan. And there's the bean picture.
And there's his true head.
We like Chicago.
So he wanted to hide that he's bald.
Yeah. that's
Robin
the
does
hat.
have a steadfast rule. No bald.
Is his name actually Purple? Or does he just not know what he's doing because he's 60 years old?
I don't know. I'm ready to vote.
All right, ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you guys thumbs down?
Yeah!
He's
You're
a
gonna
nice
trust
guy.
him named Purple?
He's got a
You're
cute
gonna want me to
dog.
go out with
You
someone
walk
named
downstairs and this man is cooking pancakes in your house.
Purple? No.
Depends how good they are.
Okay, I know what Mom's looking for. She doesn't like facial hair and she doesn't like no hair on the head. And this man has both.
I mean, no hair on the head is probably going to be something that might happen to a lot of guys in my age group.
Would you rather bald or a toupee?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely not a toupee.
So you
Unless you're a movie star, then I'll put up with it. I don't know. Just let's keep moving on. You know? Keep moving on. Anyone else?
You don't answer these difficult questions.
No, they're too difficult. Is there anybody else today?
Yes.
Or is Date Your Mom segment over?
No, we haven't found anybody.
It's very depressing.
Yeah.
Because you guys are so picky.
I'm going to have some candy. Oh, is he an artist or just... Is that another bot? Doug.
Oh, wait. He has a voice prompt.
My love language is...
This is just to say, I have eaten the plums that were in the icebox, and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me. They were delicious, so sweet, and so cold. William Carlos Williams.
Is that a poem?
I think it's a poem. So this guy's a definite yes.
What the hell
right?
was that?
That was a poem!
Mom, do you have plums in your icebox right now?
Yes. I do.
Ew! What is
And
that?
they're cold!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Okay, but what does it mean? Was that supposed to be an innuendo?
I think so. But I don't know
What
what.
would you think so? For what?
I don't know. I'm not going there. I don't know. I'm going to look up the poem.
Plum in
And
your
I'm...
icebox.
Plum in your icebox. Bob's like looking at me like I should know. Plum in the icebox.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's read about
He
him.
knows.
Maybe we should
She's
get some
going like
clues.
this to me.
This guy's a definite yes.
He lived in Rome for a year. Has been to most European countries. Italy 25 times. Oh, he names them
my
all.
gosh.
Where should I go next?
Go home.
Maybe we should get some clues.
All right, let's keep going.
He's a self-artist. Artist itself. Went to University of Minnesota.
You've dated the artists before.
I have.
And he's got hair on his head and not on his face.
Oh.
Oh, he's got a book. We can look it up.
He's got a book that he wrote.
Oh, we've got a last name. Everybody, we've got a last name. This is so great when they put this in the profile, and then you can Google and you can find out the real information.
Arque.
That's a G.
That is not the letters at all.
His simple pleasures.
Read
to me. Coffee together in the morning.
A few kisses. Well, I think you guys are going to vote this one down.
I don't
Let's
know.
see.
Let's see. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
One.
What's your vote, Mom?
I don't have one. I'm neutral on him.
Okay,
Because
so that's a yes.
I know.
All right, meet our dad of the week, Doug.
Woo, Doug!
All right, should we squawk it up?
Let's squawk it up.
So this week we're talking about our family, and the question that we get constantly, I know you guys see it all the time, is how do we stay so close as a family?
So we get that question all the time. So I've really been thinking about it.
It's a great question because I don't even like you people, and I'm
You're
so
such a
close
liar.
to you.
You're such a liar, but I have figured out one way that a parent who's left in my situation, where you're the only parent, can make the kids close.
Okay.
You forced us to be close? Is that what you're saying? 'Cause Sam and I were always close.
It's
Yeah.
all about money.
Yeah, what's your way?
It's money. I pay for everything and you guys come home. I pay. That's the key. Pay for their college, pay for their cars, just pay. It's all about the money.
I don't know about that though, because
I think it is.
because
It is for him.
That's not true.
Oh, it's so true.
because I have all those friends that you like to call poor little rich girls. The parents pay for everything, but they don't have a good relationship.
Well, then the parents aren't any fun, or they're not spending the time
So, like,
That's
too.
the answer.
I'm spending the money and the time. And Daddy and I rarely went on a date night. When we went out at night or during the day, you two came.
Yeah, well,
Our whole thing was around you guys.
Well, because when you did go on a date night, we would terrorize the babysitters.
We couldn't have a babysitter because of your guys' behavior. And, we wanted to have kids, so we were...
Oh, we had pretty good behavior. I don't know.
You were awful. And
like the poop smearing on the walls.
Oh, don't even tell anyone that. I was going to say, we really wanted to have kids. And we had you, and we were going to have fun with you, and we were going to take you everywhere and do everything that we could to give you a good life. And I
Last night,
think
Mom
we did
said
it.
to me, she goes, "Trust me, me and your father tried very hard to conceive you." And I was like, "Turning up the radio, turning it up."
And we took very good care of you once we got you.
Yeah,
But after you, that was it.
tie those tubes.
Oh, right away. The minute you came out, I paid to have the tubes tied. And I didn't know you were going to be so difficult, but we just decided 2 was it.
You were unsure before. After you had her, you were like, definitely done.
Oh, if she would have been first, you wouldn't have been here.
But the common interests are so important, like
Ping pong,
movies. Like, I don't know any other parent that was taking their... How old was I when Borat came out?
Ugh.
Like 4th
Little.
grade?
I was
Don't
like
tell
12,
that.
so you were like 9.
Yeah, I
8.
was 9 looking at
Daddy
Borat in
took
the
you to
theaters.
that.
No, you're with me. They're naked in the elevator, and you're like...
Yeah, that was so funny.
That is a core memory I have of sitting in the theater and Mom's hand just going over my eyes. And you were like never protective over me not seeing any of that stuff or not hearing it. But when they're naked in the elevator, it was just like a very sly,
I thought it was when they were running around the apartment or the hotel room naked.
Yeah, that's
Wherever-
same thing.
yeah.
Oh, is that
Same
okay?
scene, yeah. My first memory like that, I was watching American Pie with Dad when I was probably like 10 or like same age.
We
And
really weren't bad parents.
And there's the part where the main character is banging the pie, and he's like
Oh,
on top of the island like banging the pie, and the dad walks in, and me and Dad were just sitting there like watching it, and it's awkward for me, and I'm sure it was awkward for him, and like.
Okay, well, Dad took me to see Juno in the movie theater. And like the opening scene of Juno.
Just you and Juno? Just you and Dad, I mean?
Just me and Dad. And
Why'd he pick that?
I don't know. We can look up the year of when Juno came out.
He probably thought it was a kid's movie.
What's the opening scene though?
The opening scene is like them banging on a couch.
What Daddy do?
And then she gets nothing. We just sat there. And like, you know what? Like,
I guess that was Daddy having the birds of the bees talk with you.
But, like,
Take her to a movie.
At that point, I did not feel weird at all. Because like that, I was so young that
Good
stuff,
for you.
it wasn't even in my head. So I was like, they're moving around with each other on a couch. I was like, yes, sex.
All about playing basketball with him and stuff like that. You have to talk about going to these movies.
Yeah, everybody plays basketball and does, like sitting in group, everybody had the same characteristics of their dead dads. It was like, my dad was funny and goofy and he liked to play with us and he liked sports, and it was like,
And he was on a pedestal.
It was like, oh my
He
God.
was the best dad in the world.
All dads are the same, funny and like sports. I was like,
That's it.
that's it.
That's
all
But
you
the
need.
other
That's all you need, Sam. You
That's all
could
you
do
need.
that. Funny and love sports.
There you go.
I hate sports.
You love
And I'm
sports.
not funny. So
Well,
okay.
he admitted it.
But the other kids' dead fathers, they were not sitting in group going, oh yeah, my dad and I watched Juno together. That was a unique experience.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it.
But
We're honest with each other.
We're close. Yeah, we're honest with each
Yeah.
other. We just talk about everything. We put it out there. Like, most families experience a death and they never talk about it with each other, and it just makes them further apart, whereas we put everything out in the open.
And the other thing I just want to say is, the other thing we do is, we talk about Mark.
A lot.
You know, a lot of people in my group, no one wants to, don't mention Mark's name and upset them. No, that makes us happy to talk about Mark. Mark is still living within us because his spirit is here and we talk about him, and he would love that.
And that's the thing with the other grieving families. I think, like, Mom and I would get in a car after group. She was meeting with the parents and I was meeting with the kids. And the kids would go, oh, my parents don't want to talk about, you know, my mom doesn't want to talk about my dad. And the moms would be in the group going, my kids don't want to talk about their dad. And it was like, no, they both do.
They all just want to, but yeah.
They weren't.
And that's where the parent, I feel it's got to be the parent
has to step
needs
in.
to say, hey, Daddy would have loved that restaurant we went to last night. Daddy's birthday's coming up. Why don't we buy cupcakes to celebrate? Why don't we go to a movie? Daddy loved to go to the movies. And to talk about him all the time and bring him into the room. And I feel that that's one thing that a lot of people don't do.
And here we are 12 years later, still talking about him, going to the cemetery and having a picnic.
Having his shirts made out of pillows right here with us.
But, like, having a video that goes viral where people are quoting it, and
millions of people.
That's crazy.
Like,
millions.
Friends that I have now that didn't know Dad know my dad's name. Whereas, like, I don't even know some of my friends' dad's name. But they know Mark.
Yeah, everyone knows Mark.
And then I have friends that go, oh, your dad died? I didn't know that. But like, yeah, dude, I've told you like 3 times, but like, okay.
Right, but it takes a TikTok to be like, whoa.
Whoa.
Hear
Your
Mark
dad
have a
died?
fry.
Yeah, hear Mark have a fry. And Mark loved those fries. Love them.
But even like grief aside, like we always like talked about everything. Like we let each other into our lives. Like I feel like other families, maybe they're at home, they all hang out in separate rooms or whatever. They don't really talk all that much. But we just like, we let each other into our lives.
And you know, and it's old fashioned, but you know what we did? We had dinner together every night.
I was just going to say that.
All 5 of us.
Yeah.
Dad, me, Grandma. Dinner was a major focus of our day. Have dinner together, and then we would talk. We would talk about the day. We'd talk about politics. We'd talk about, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff, and have dogs begging us for food, because at the time we had 3 dogs. We did.
We
We had
did.
3 dogs. And, you know, I think that having dinner together, and we still have dinner together.
Every night.
I mean, if you think about it, every night that you're home or I'm home, we have dinner together. And even if we sit and watch a movie, we're still having dinner together. And I just think that that's really, really important and really a great habit and helps us be even closer.
Yeah, and we were a pretty open door policy. I mean, it was until Sam hit puberty that he was like, everybody needs to stop going to the bathroom with the door open.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
I would sit on the toilet, the door would be fully open, and Sam walked by, slams it.
So that's one thing I loved about your dad when we first got together and we're getting to know each other. He would just go to the bathroom and leave the door open. And I'd be, okay, well, this guy has no, and he's
No
not
shame.
inhibited.
Yeah.
And he was just open. And he would tell me things like, my mom's a witch, and she was, but I loved her. But he was just uninhibited. And I really liked that. I really like that openness and just being able to talk about everything, because I had anxieties and stuff, and I just felt very at ease sharing my things.
Yeah.
As we all do. We're not afraid to tell each other we're having a bad moment, we're having a headache, we're anxious, we're this, we're that. We can tell each other, and
It's always something.
it's always something with us. But you know what? We all know that each of us are there for each other.
Yeah.
And that if you call me up and you say, Mom, I need you to pick me up, I'm there. If you call me, I need you to do whatever, I'm there. If I call you,
Oh, yeah.
you're there. If I call you, a little bit there. But
If I call you, you're there 10 minutes late.
We try, but we are there for each other, and we know that.
This is my favorite segment, Kill, Marry, Cruise, which is a little bit of a variation of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
I'm scared.
So Kill, Marry, Cruise, you're going to pick 3 people at random from your contacts. One of those people you have to kill. One of those people you have to marry. And the third person you have to go on a cruise with for a week.
Are you ready, Mom?
Yes!
Okay.
I love this game.
Kill, Marry, Cruise. Your names are Helene,
Uh-huh.
Tom Jennings.
Oh, nice guy.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Mary Davis.
Oh, I love Mary. Okay, I'm going to marry Tom Jennings because he's very handsome and cute and he's married, but this is...
And he's married. You're going to marry him because he's married. That
No.
was one of your reasons.
No, because he's just a really nice guy and I really like him.
Okay.
So I'm going to marry him. I am going to kill Helene.
Okay.
Even though, Helene, if you're watching, I love you. But Mary
Bye.
Davis is really hip and I want to go on the cruise with her.
Okay.
All right.
So you're going on a cruise with Sam's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm going to take Helene on the cruise too.
You can't!
I am.
that's
No,
not-
Helene, I'm taking you on the cruise too.
You have to pick one for
I did.
each.
I'm going to kill Helene, but then I'm really not. I'm really going to
That's
take her
not
on the
how it
cruise.
works.
Okay, well, that's how it works for me. Okay.
You
If
cheater.
you would
I
have
was
picked
gonna-
Bob, I would have killed him.
You're a cheater.
No, I'm not.
You can't pick 2 for one category.
No, she's going to kill her and then take the ghost of her on the cruise.
No, I'm not going to really kill anybody.
Oh.
Helene, you're going on the cruise too. Okay, let's go to the next segment. Yay. Okay, my dear. And if any of you could tell us what that means, you are going to get a prize.
That's how you get rid of ghost.
Yeah.
Do I get the prize?
No! I was talking to the fans. If somebody writes in, now I can't give you the prize. Emma already told you what it was.
Oh, the story. Oh, we got a story.
Get your
this week.
blankets.
I'm getting
Time
my
to get
blanket.
blankets.
Oh, my blanket. Boy, do I have a bedtime story for you guys tonight.
Ooh, okay.
Once upon a time,
Uh-huh.
it was October of 2010.
Ooh.
This is like a bad way to start the story.
Okay, well, we all know what happens.
Okay,
Dad
and
dies.
Dad dies, and Grandma's sick.
Cancer, throat cancer.
Throat cancer, on hospice, which a lot of people don't know that, when Dad died, Grandma was on hospice. We had the caregiver, but it was too much for the two of us to be changing her feeding tube, so we needed somebody there all the time.
In the meantime, I was looking for somebody, and one of our caregivers was friends with this woman named Bridgette.
Bridgette.
And Bridgette's person that she was taking care of had just passed away, and that was just around the corner from where we lived. So I met Bridgette at Starbucks and interviewed her and hired her on the spot because, I'm desperate. We need help
So Bridget moved in,
with all her boxes.
this joyful Lithuanian woman with all these boxes,
She was short and...
short and stout, little
Yeah.
teapot, and always cheerful. And, I just will always remember her chasing around Max around the house. Mix, 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 mix. And
she loved the dogs.
and she'd cook carrots and ketchup.
yeah, I never had that combination
She had ketchup
before.
with every
Ketchup
meal.
on
Always
everything.
ketchup.
Loved cooking with ketchup.
But she was so sweet because she did cook us dinner every night.
She
and
did.
that really took a burden off me.
Well, what she told me one time is she said, this is so great to do because in my country they look down upon people who do housework and stuff. They call them they have a derogatory name for them. She goes, but here you guys are thankful. You guys love it. So it's so nice.
Well, we were so thankful.
So
we
she loved doing the housework and she loved that we were appreciative.
We were in such a time of need.
She was great.
And then Bridget's big thing was that every night after dinner, sun goes down.
After she put Grandma to bed.
After she put Grandma to bed, she would put on Dad's jacket, which grinded my gears. It really pissed me off every time she would do it. And she would take her flashlight and she would go, I'm going walking. And
on our 50-mile-an-hour road, we're
Right,
where are you
I
going?
know. We lived
Well, I
freeway.
couldn't believe it because I'm the one that's supposed to be in good shape and she's out walking every night and I'm going to go to bed. I don't have that energy.
we would always talk, where is she going on these walks?
She had to get her exercise in,
had
she
to
told
get her
me.
exercise in. She got that exercise in
So
all
how
right.
long did that go on? For months?
For as long as she was with us. She was with us from November until May. Grandma died in February, but I told her she could stay as long as she wanted till she found another job.
So 6 or 7 months, she went on a
Yeah.
walk every night.
Every night.
Every night.
Whether it's raining, snowing, heat wave, it didn't matter.
It did not matter.
And then when did you find out, or what?
Well, she got a job and she moved out, but she stayed in touch with me. And during the summer, she called me up and said, "Robin, I'm in trouble."
That's how it started?
Yeah.
Like, hey, Bridget, how are you doing?
I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
What happened? I tried to set this woman's car on fire. I said, what do you mean?
That's how she started it out?
Yes. And so then she told me that this guy, Tom, I think his name was Tom, I might be making that up, that was the son of the fellow who died before she came to take care of Grandma.
Oh, that she was taking care of.
Yeah, she was taking care of this old guy, and his son lived there, and she was sleeping with him. And she thought he was her boyfriend, and that he told her he loved her. And I told her, none of them love you. You know, that's a line, Bridget. They tell you that to get you in bed.
Yeah.
And so she had come back to our area to visit her friend, the gal that told me about Bridget. And of course, that night she went
on
creeping
one of
over
her
there,
walks.
even though I don't think the boyfriend Tom had been in touch with her at all. So I don't know why she still thought he was her boyfriend.
So the whole time she was going on her walks, she was going over to his house. Was she like ever going in, or was she always just looking in the window spying?
I think she was looking in the window spying, but you have a good point.
Yeah, was she going
over there to sleep with him?
Okay,
We do not know the answer.
I don't think so, because if he wanted her to sleep with him, he would have picked her up. He wouldn't have her walk down the highway.
Right.
You'd
think he'd have a real date, but they never had a date.
No.
Because
So she walked down the highway from our house.
and looked in the windows.
And
is
looked
what
in
we
the windows.
Think. So she was looking in the windows this particular night that
As
she
she
was
did.
over visiting, and she saw a new woman in there, and she saw him having sex with this gal. And she saw her car in the driveway. So she went and she had some old mail and she set it on fire, and she took some cooking oil. I don't know where she got that.
vegetable oil, right?
Yeah,
Vegetable oil, put it on the woman's car, lit the paper on fire, and threw it at the car. Well, it didn't work, and they knew it was her because they found the mail with her name on it that she used to start the car on fire. So anyway, we made a deal. I got her a lawyer. She made a deal with the Buckingham sheriff that she would never come back again, and Tom and the girlfriend dropped the charges, and we've never heard from Bridget again.
It's just
That's a true bedtime story.
It's just wild, because when you told me, like, oh my god, I heard from Bridget today, she was taking these walks and looking in these guys' window, and she lit the car on fire. It was like, wait, back up.
Yeah.
She lit the car on fire? And then
I don't think the car ever really, it got a little damaged, but it wasn't awful because they found the mail with her name on it.
And at first, too, we were just like, oh my god, she wasn't just going on walks. Like, this makes so much sense.
She was a peeping Bridget.
She was.
Yeah.
On Tom.
Yeah.
On Tom. Oh my god, it only happened to us. You know, I'm like, really?
I know, and the thing that we were so like, oh, was that she wasn't getting exercise.
Well, my Grandma said to me, Robin, she's very sweet, but she's not very smart.
And she proved it.
And Bridget proved it.
She's cooking oil, and the evidence had her name on it.
And that's the story of Bridget.
Okay, my dears, it's time to go. Remember that money is great. You can buy some love with it.
Okay.
And have family dinners. Don't become a peeping Tom. Crime doesn't pay. And don't use vegetable oil to start a fire.
And that's all we got for you today on the Robin's Nest.
That's it.
That's it.
We'll see you next week.